Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am so grateful for every single one of you, and I woke up today wanting to do something nice, wanting to give a present to every single one of you. It's Thanksgiving for me in the United States, and I've just been overwhelmed with gratitude today. Just absolutely overwhelmed with gratitude. So what we are going to do is my tarot reading from now until the end of the year. You know, basically I was like, you can record your December one now, but this is going to be a reading from now until the end of 2024. Sometimes I count the cards to clear them. Sometimes I put them in order after I've done events. I've already done a few spreads today for myself. And I just have to give a shout out to anyone on this planet that can comfortably ingest gluten and sugar. Like, that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Just say from my perspective, I'm choosing to only ingest the positives of those today and leave behind anything that does not serve me. But that's not a magic I can sustain. So beautiful. 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 So my normal spread is a 4-card spread, which we'll go over here. And so these, I've told the joke many times, but I haven't done a tarot reading on here in a while, is my tarot readings are kind of like a Gemini telling a story. So I'm going to have my backdrop over here, and then we're going to have our 4-card spread, which will be how the situation exists right now, how the situation will change from now until the end of the year, who or what helps the situation, and then the outcome. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But I did. I was doing my back shore drive, just crying and thinking of how grateful I am for this community and how giving feels so beautiful. Just feels, thank you, so beautiful to give. What does this community need to see today from now until the end of 2024? With no harm coming to any. What could this community benefit from seeing? There's so much shifting happening in your external reality that you almost might feel as though the work that you've been doing on the inside isn't working. Can we see everything? Beautiful. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself today. This is a powerful spread. This is a really powerful spread. So these are what's underneath that, but I'm pulling to get a straight up major arcana. I need to make sure that you can see this. And then we're going to dive in. Beautiful. So the Empress this is very divine feminine. This is very divine feminine, but also at the same time, this is a Venus run card, very Taurus energy. It could be male or female over here, and like the archetypal mother, mothering what you have, enjoying what you have, nourishing what you have. She's out in the yard. She's not wearing a bra. She's not Russian. She's got the constellations as her jewelry. She wears the universe as her jewelry. That's you. That's you. Whether you're a male or a female watching this, that's you. Here's the male. Here's the male. When the star is reversed, you know, we can have some, you know, it's Thanksgiving. It's a food-centered holiday. Whatever you want to say about it, it is a food-centered holiday in the United States. Everybody gets together to eat. So if how the situation exists right now, you're feeling a little bit not good about yourself. Not good about yourself. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. I'm right along with you. Dude, I'm going to share something so personal with you right now. I had someone ask me if I was pregnant because of the weight that I gained. I had someone ask me if I was pregnant. And I had been thinking that, and I was thinking it over and 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 over. And obviously it created itself in my reality. Obviously it created itself. So give yourself the opportunity to enjoy yourself right now. Enjoy yourself right now. Sometimes we get so lost in the process. A whole video on that, getting lost in the process. Go play outside. Whereas I was getting ready to record this. I was like, I want to give a gift to my community. And one part of my brain was like, well, find out where the moon is so you have something to offer. And I was like, you know what? My gift of a tarot reading is my offering. I did check the moon's in Scorpio. Very, very on brand. You know, the King of Cups reversed just says stay calm. Stay calm. We've got the eights right up, which I really love. We're finishing up that karmic 8 year. And next year we're going into a 9 year. I talk about in my 2025 guide where all of the new moons from the eclipse season that we had in October 2024 going into the eclipse season that we have in March 2025 are all at 9 degrees. Are all at 9 degrees. There's something about self that I really would love for you to accept, whatever it is, whatever fear, whatever story you've been carrying, whatever self-consciousness you've been carrying, whatever if they only knew, and it could be small, could be big, could be whatever you think it is. It's not happening. It's not happening right here. It is a story that we choose to tell ourselves. You know, just today I changed my name to my given name. And I had prepped and I put out a whole video about it. And I was nervous for such a long time. But this card came through so much. And I'll link the video below. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about my why on that, I will share that with you. I won't repeat it here in your reading. But we're really growing up. We're really growing up. The Fool reversed, as well as sometimes the Hermit reversed. I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde as I record this, so we're not making these massive decisions. Like my decision to shift my name had come from years and hours and processing, and Mercury's sitting on top of my natal Saturn, so it was the perfect time for me to utilize that energy, for me to really say, you know what, I'm not what has happened to me. Letting go of the opinions of others. This is what helps. The Nine of Swords went straight up. The swords are on the wall. This is worrying about other people's problems. This is anxieties. This is frustrations. This is what will they think of me if they really knew me? The way that people treat you or think of you is only a reflection of how far they can view themselves. I'll share another personal story. I was leaving the gym this morning. I got there at like 5 something, and I was just loving life. I got this beautiful comment from a subscriber, a beautiful donation from a subscriber. I fell to my knees in prayer, bawling my eyes out. I'm dancing around. I'm learning to love my body. I'm, letting my intrusive thoughts be darned and just gone. And there was a gym person there that I don't know him from Adam, from Steve. I don't know him from anybody. Steve. Steve is a name that came up in my all signs reading for this new moon in Sag that's coming up on Sunday. Where I forget what sign it was, but I was like, Steve ain't the one for somebody. So I just had to giggle and just share that little moment. But I was leaving, and the gentleman, he knows that I waitress. He's seen me waitress before, or he knows that's how people within my community know me, because they see me doing that. And so he's like, did you work this morning? I said, no, I have some work to do on my computer when I get home. And he was like, oh, you program? And I go, no, I'm a channeler and I'm an astrologer. And he just started laughing at me. He just started laughing at me. And he's like, only in the United States can that be a job for someone. I was like, really? I was like, I really feel as though there's a lot of different cultures and gurus and shamans that kind of do these things. And my ego was getting punched. And he was like, you get paid for that? I was like, yeah, I really do. I get paid for that. I love what I get to do. And is, a self-proclaimed atheist. And every time I spoke, he just laughed. Literally was just laughing directly in my face over and over. Laughed when I told him what my age was. Just kept laughing. And so when I left, and I thanked God for the moment, and, I know that people, when they're uncomfortable, they laugh. It's just funny. It's something that I've created before, being such a fool of a person. The first time that it was in COVID time, and I had just started pulling tarot cards. I really was just stepping into this truth. And, I was living with a roommate at the time, and I was like literally a hermit in my hole. Literally a hermit in my hole. We're going to get to you. And finally I said, worst case scenario, she laughs at you. Worst case scenario, you get laughed at. And so I sat up, and I was on, the eagle table, and I sat up, and literally she walks out, points at me, and starts laughing out loud. What if I had stopped in that moment? What if I had judged myself so much in that moment and said, you know what, I'm not going to share with the world? What if I stopped? You and I would have never met. I would never have created any of this cafe where I have people all over the world that are connecting and that are supporting each other. I say this to you because you have a lot of blessings that are looking for you. Don't look at the one cloud. Don't look at the soft spot if you don't like the soft spot, but what can you like about the soft spot? Same person. See, like same person, very different vibe. Vibing, not vibing. Vibing, not vibing. All's going to work out. Give it to the moon. Give it to the moon. Definitely go watch the All Signs reading, the Sagittarius new moon video. Act accordingly. Because right now we do have a Mercury retrograde. So, and for my 87, 88, 89, actually 86, 87, 88 millennials, check where your natal Saturn, Uranus are, because Mercury might be transiting over your natal Saturn, so check where that is, because it's a good time to make bigger shifts in this Mercury retrograde. Straighten that crown. Straighten that crown. You have things to do. These are the stories that we tell ourselves. No one's coming. Like in this picture, no one's coming. She's tied herself up. This is the card that represents, we have the 8s again. This is the card that represents the area of the astrological wheel that the new moon is falling under. So I think that I want to get to, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of growing up that we're doing right now. So I am in no way saying that our stories are not valid. Like I was saying about the what's it called? The Fool reversed. It can speak to a Peter Pan complex. Same with the Hermit reversed, where they're the teachers, they're the wise ones. Very different execution. But when they're both reversed, you have something to share with this world. You have something important to share with this world. You know what it is. You know what it is. There's a component to woo. It came up for Leo in my 2025 all signs reading. This is Leo energy over here. 8, 9, 10. Wands 8, 9, and 10 is Sag. And 5, 6, 7 wand is Leo. Aries, Aries. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. I'll leave you with this. If you knew today was the last day that you had to live, would you act a little differently? Would you say things a little differently? Would you shoot your shot? Would you say something? Would you tell someone how you felt about them? Because tomorrow is not defined. Tomorrow is not a given. All the majors reverse. When I get again, yeah. Whoo! Look at that. Look at that. Wish upon a star. When you wish upon a star, ain't no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires come to you. It's the most important. Thank you. Thank you. Learning to love yourself. You are the only power in this world. If it's not love, you can let it go. Including the story, including what has happened to you, including what they said, including the laugh, including all of it. Because if they didn't do that, maybe you'd have a little more confidence. So rewrite your story. Rewrite your story. Let them laugh. Do it anyways. Be yourself. Love yourself. I love you.